The first step today is to collect all of our pieces that we've made for our project and cut them out. When I cut out my flowers, I like to cut a little bit around the outline so that you can still see it. So I'm sort of like bubbling my cutting around the flower. So I can still see that really nice bright yellow line. Just like that. I'm going to keep on going until all my flowers and my soup can are cut out. When we're done cutting, we're going to set our flowers to the side and we're going to glue our soup can to the table. So I'm going to flip this over, and I only need a really skinny glue line or some tiny glue dots around the edge. You do not need any glue in the middle. That's going to make your marker colors get wet and kind of like smear together on the front. So use as little glue as possible just on the side, on the edge. Now I'm going to glue that down so that it's pretty close to the bottom of the page because I need a lot of space for my flowers up at the top. Now before I glue my flowers on, we're actually going to do one more quick little printing technique. We're going to take a piece of cardboard and we are going to dab one edge into some neon green paint. Now make sure that you are making one side of the cardboard the handle and one side the printing side. You can't get paint on all the edges or this will be way too messy. So I'm just putting paint on one side, and then starting at the very top of my can, I'm not getting any paint on the can itself, I'm going to print some green lines. So I'm just kind of stamping, printing and printing, and these are going to be the stems and sort of the leaves for my flowers. So you can do as many lines as you like. Sometimes flower arrangements have a lot of greenery in there, so I really like to add a lot of lines coming out of the can. So just keep on printing until you're happy with how it looks. All right, now the paint is still wet, but if we are very careful, we will still be able to glue our flowers into place. So kind of think about how many flowers you have and where you want them to go. I have a lot of flowers, so I could probably overlap some of mine together. So once again, just a very small amount of glue around the edge, not a big thick line, just a skinny line. And then I'm gonna start gluing my flowers into place. Now be very careful when you do this step because of course the green paint is still wet and it will get all over your hands or it will smear if you move your flowers around. So I'm just going to keep on going until I'm happy with the way my flowers look on the page. Once we have glued all of our flowers into place, we can leave our projects to dry.